Hey, what up, players? Yo, have I mentioned that you could trade one stock a day, make a living, and then you should shut your computer off? Well, I disobeyed the rule, and guess what happened? I'll show you. Woke up this morning with one idea. When do I buy Alcoa? And I was very excited to see that stock was still down below these ranges. So what you're looking at, again, is how we do this every single day. You watch how the stock reacts to its earnings, and then you plot what the stock did. And the next day, if it breaks over some of those reaction highs and lows, or whatever the case may be, you get involved. So Alcoa was one of my favorite stocks of all time. I did very well with it back in the day. Had this thing at $8, $9. Anyway, I got a special place in my heart for Alcoa. If you don't remember my Alcoa videos from about 7 or 8 years ago. So I walked in, the stock is already down from 90. I was looking forward to buying it anyway, and lo and behold, it's below the VWAP when I woke up. So let's fast forward to this moment right there at 8:04. Buy it. That's it. Nothing left to talk about. Buy it. You like a stock and it's gapped down 5 or 6 points and you see it breaking VWAP, buy it and use the low of the day as your out. There you go. Congratulations, you're a good trader now. Just like yesterday when you were shorting a stock and using the high of the day when it broke VWAP on top, and that's how easy it is. This is just as easy. So here's even easier because everybody can buy stock. So we bought some stock here, made some money, held a little bit. We got this crazy pop out of nowhere, sold into this move, and then the market's about to open, so I sold the stock. And it starts ripping higher. And yeah, I'm kind of disappointed. But you know what? Now I got myself a 1-minute multi-day VWAP reversal. So there's a story I tell a lot of people about my wife. Now, she's not a trader, but she's an educated woman. And she's sick and tired of hearing my stupid stories about disappointment. And if I say to my wife, woulda, coulda, shoulda one more time, she's probably going to stab me in the fucking heart. So she knows even the face that I have on. So this is one of those typical trades. Well, I'll buy something, I'll sell it, I'll make some money, and then it starts to rip without me. I walk out of my office, and she's like, oh, that face! Let me guess! You bought a stock, you sold it, and now it's going up more after you sold out of it. Ooh, can you tell me that story again? And just before I start complaining, she says, do you think it's still going to go higher? Yeah. So why don't you buy it back right now? Well, I just had it. I don't want to buy it back now. I was just in the stock and it's gone up 2 more points after I got out. Well, do you think it's going up still? Yes. Well, then buy it back. But I just sold it. And I'm feeling emotional about it. Didn't you tell me to keep emotions out of trading? And then I turn to and I say to my wife, how do you know so much? And she says, because I've been listening to your stupid freaking stories for 25 years. Now go buy the fucking stock back and shut the fuck up and get out of my face. I wish my wife actually talked like that to me every once in a while, but she pretty much summed it up like that. So there I was, sucking it up, buttercup. I'm not going to let Alcoa go to 40 without me, so I finally bought it back at 38 right here when it consolidated and broke out again. Because when I bought it right here at 38, I'm buying $38 calls now. I'm buying the stock, and I'm identifying this spot, the 37 and a quarter, as my danger zone, the multi-day VWAP. So why not buy it back? Yeah, it sucked. I missed 2 points at it, but there you go. We made the 2 points, and you know when it hit near the 40, I was selling it right here. I still wound up leaving money on the table, but that's what you do. That's what you do. But we still doubled our money in some options. So let's fast forward to how I fucked this day up. We had the QQQ ripping, right? Rocking. You know, that was a decent trade this morning, same as the Alcoa. It was Alcoa, AA Alcoa, QQQ, and of course AAL. It was the all A stocks this morning, and we crushed this stock. We bought that crazy dip once it got back over this spot. And we pretty much, you know, again, a little luck, yeah, sure. But, you know, you bought it here at 1370 using this candle as our out. 20 cents a risk. And I said, hey, you know what? This thing might get right back to the multi-day. So we traded the stock right here. But then fast forward to the open. Once again, I sold the stock. It starts to go back up. This time I bought the stock. So here it breaks over the VWAP over the multi-day. I'm forced to buy it again. And sometimes you're only going to get 15 or 20 cents out of the trade. So as soon as we bought it, we're talking about 8 minutes in, I'm thinking, hey, this thing's running out of steam. I'm going to start selling here 14 and a quarter. Yeah, I got a little lucky there selling some at 14 and a quarter. But then I got blasted out right there, the rest, when it broke VWAP. Not going to sit in the stock that I'm about to look to short. So I'm long going in. But then it turns into a short. I'm not going to stay long if it turns into a possible short opportunity. So I just dumped the stock. And look, if you shorted it right there, that's a 1 minute multi-day VWAP reversal to the downside. And you could have got paid. But let's fast forward to how I fucked my day up. And I'll show you, because trading is difficult. And I shouldn't have been at the desk. You know, I was already done. Had a nice Alcoa trade. I had a nice AAL trade. I had a nice QQQ trade. And then my pal BTU, it makes the news. Stock gets halted, right? So I'm thinking, all right, what's the story here? It looks like they pre-announced earnings by accident. It seemed like it might have been a fake story completely. But here's what I did. So you see how it broke down and then it just held support and it came right back? There's really no reason not to feel bullish here. You just got engulfed. So it breaks down, it holds support, and it rips the shorts' heads off and consolidates at VWAP. It's consolidating at VWAP. So what am I supposed to do? This is me. This is me buying in this candle. So I'm buying here. I'm buying here. And then when it breaks the top of that candle at 24.39, I would have bet my life this stock was going at 24.50 at least, and then maybe possibly ripping back to this multi-day. So I'm adding to the position. And again, if somebody wants to ask me, do you add to positions when they start going your way? I don't do it a lot, because every time I do, the trade turns out to be a fucking shithead, motherfucking piece of shit, asshole fucker piece of shit, god damn it! And yeah, so that's me with 2,000 shares of this stock and getting absolutely lit the fuck up right there. So trading's hard. What can I tell you? I got the setup I wanted. I got the new high break right there. I added to the position, and in 2 minutes later, I'm getting my smack down. But you know what? I lost $1,000 right here. It could have been $3 or $4 grand. So it's not so bad. But then it gets worse. Yeah, after that BTU trade. Oh, yeah. I don't even want to show you the other one. Trust me, you don't want to know. But at the end of the day, it still didn't outweigh the good trades. So here I am, trading a non-earnings report, a non-real good setup, because I don't like trading at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. But here I was, putting it on, because I'm sitting at the desk just looking for some action like a degenerate loser gambler. Stick to the investment, stick to the trades, the 1 minute multi-day VWAP earnings reversals between 8 o'clock in the morning and 11:15, and you'll do fine. Shut the computer and don't come back. That's my story.